Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Among the Stars Celebrity Perfume Reviews. So, I know in November I started doing this whole let's do this thing called Perfume Talk, and I'm going to do one every single month, and blah 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 blah. Well, with the month of December being the way the month of December was, I was either way too busy doing other crap to be able to sit down and actually film a proper video, besides like my reviews, or I was sick, and because I was getting sick, really sick toward the end of, when I did my Snooki Love review, and it just kind of went all downhill from there. It was terrible. But Christmas came and went, and, got all my Christmas time stuff done. I was going to film a video around Christmas, didn't get that done. I was going to do a video yesterday, but yesterday got way too hectic. So here we are. 2015, the first day of 2015, I figured I started out right and just kind of do a new video. So this is going to be it's not really going to be a two-part video, but it's going to be what December's Perfume Talk was supposed to be, and then we're going to do what January's is going to be. And January's isn't really so much a perfume talk, as much as it's kind of like a what we got for Christmas / possible new things coming in January, so on and so forth. So, we'll start off with December, and in December I was going to tell you guys about the new JLo perfume coming out called Wild Glow, which has already been released in the UK, soon hopefully to be released here in America. Other than that, I really didn't have too much to kind of present to you guys for new releases in December. The ones I can kind of think of would be the new Juicy Couture Hollywood Royal, which I actually have, and I don't know if you guys can see back here up or not, but I do have the new Juicy Couture Hollywood Royal. I might do a review on that yet. I've not really completely figured that out in my mind yet. There's a new person joining the perfume world, and her name is Carmen Electra, which I'm pretty sure some of you guys know who she is. She's a famous actor and model, and she's done some other stuff, and she's releasing her very first perfume called or I don't even know how you wanted to pronounce it. All I know is it's called Carmen Electra, and then it's R. So, whatever. But it's kind of this cool little, cat-shaped bottle. Super cool. Looks like Catwoman or whatever you want to call it. So, there's that. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot coming on that I know of. So, into what December's videos were supposed to be about. So, December was supposed to be the perfumes and my memories of them, and what I have, and so on and so forth. So, as you guys know from watching my videos, I have a very large collection, and most of my perfume, most of them, by all of them, I have some sort of emotional attachment / memory to. And this was why you guys wanted me to do this video, was because I told you guys, you guys have asked me why I have so much perfume and why I can't get rid of any of it, and so on and so forth. And it's just because I have a memory for each one of the each one of my perfume bottles. And even if I have more than one, I have a memory associated with every single one of those, and where I got it, why I got it, so on and so forth. So, I picked out some of the ones that you guys had asked about, and kind of got it all accumulated over here on this nice big shelf, which I pushed a little too far away from me. But I got all of them on this shelf over here, and I'm going to kind of go through them. Now, the one thing you guys did actually ask a lot of what my favorite, what my memories of are all of the Nicki Minaj perfumes, all 6 of them. So I have a memory for each one of them. The ones that, the only one I don't have, a separate memory for, really is these two, and it's the Pink Friday and the Pink Friday Special Editions. So these ones, like I said, I don't really have a separate memory for them. My memory associated with these is when I bought them. I was super excited to buy these because it was still early on in my collection, and I bought them both in this gift set. I bought Pink Friday in a gift set, and it came in this cool cubed box sort of thing. The front kind of flips open, and it's up on my shelf, in which I'll show you guys in my collection video when I decide to do that. But I ended up buying 2 of them because it was after Valentine's Day, and they had went half off at the store. So I ended up buying 2 of these, and then I ended up using a coupon to discount the cost of this one. And the only reason I bought 2 of the original Pink Friday was so that they could, like, this could sit in its box and the box could be open, and then this one could sit in the other box and be open and kind of be symmetrical. And that was literally the only reason why I bought 2 bottles. And then I got super, like, decided to redo my collection and how I had it presented, and having these in its box were taking up too much room. Like, having it in the cube box was taking up way too much room, and I didn't want to do it that way anymore. So I ended up having to hunt down, and thank you to my friend Jack from the UK for sending me over an empty 3.4 ounce Pink Friday box, because I decided I wanted to have all the boxes lined up, and thank you to him because he got me just an empty box for this to sit in front of, so I had the original box since I got them in gift sets. So that's my memory associated with these. It's just kind of a Valentine's Day couponing thing. The next one is the Pink Friday Deluxe Edition. Now, my memory of this is kind of moving into my new house and whatnot, because I got this over a year ago when I first moved in. This was the very, very first perfume I bought and was delivered to this house when we moved in. And just the kind of the smell of it and looking at it reminds me of when we moved in here, because I wore this a lot when we first moved in here. And that's just kind of like, I always get that aura and remembrance of going back to when we first moved on this one. Next one is Majesty. Now this one I've actually had longer than I've had Pink Friday Deluxe Edition. Not by a whole lot, granted, but this one actually reminds me of working at the department store I worked at, because I remember when this came in, and like I remember the hype of it when it got released, like when they released the information of it and all that fun jazz, and I remember waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for it to come in. And, like, it didn't even go on Macy's yet, and our store had got the tester for it, and, like, I remember every single time I went into work going and getting this and spraying it on me, because they didn't have anything besides just the tester. I couldn't go buy the bottle, nothing, and it took, like, 2 weeks of us actually having the tester before we got the full-size bottle, and then I went and got the full-size bottle, and, like, a couple days after we got the tester is when we got the samples, and the lady at work ended up giving me a bunch of the samples, in which I showed you guys in one of my reviews a while back. The next one is Majesty Exotic Edition. So this one just kind of reminds me of summer, and it also reminds me of all my viewers and subscribers who live in the UK, and people who it kind of reminds me of the UK, because obviously I've never been to the UK, but when this first released, I remember watching the HSN special, and I remember all you guys from the UK who were asking me to send it to you guys, and I was so grateful to help you guys get something that you guys were not supposed to be able to ever get, and then somehow it ended up at, like, Superdrug or Fragrance Shop. No, Superdrug's not, I don't remember. I just know it ended up at the Perfume shop. There we go. That's where I was trying to think of. It ended up in the UK just not that long ago, and will be available apparently in stores this month. Whatever. I'm not 100% sure, because like I said, I don't really know a lot about the UK. But if we're going into it, this would probably be my favorite out of the Nickies, because look how much I have used. Like, I've had this since July, or June or July. I don't remember, but I think it was June. Or was it July? I don't remember. That was a lot of, like, I just remember wearing this all the time, and I still wear it all the time, and I have to remind myself to wear something else in my collection, because I wear this a lot, but it is a really, really good scent. So, if you live in the UK, and you were not able to get it from me or someone else here in the United States when it was released on HSN, head over to the Perfume shop, because you could definitely get it from there now, and if you don't have one near you and you want to blind buy this off their website, go and do it, because you will not be, like, I know that it's a little bit expensive, but you will not regret it, I promise you. So, the last Nicki is obviously Onika, and this one actually kind of has a funny memory with it. So, Now, Nikki is from Trinidad, and her name is very Trinidadian, and so the way that this is spelled, although it is Onika, it looks like Annika, and I thought for the longest time her name was Annika, and it took me a lot to not be able to say Annika and to be able to say Onika. And the other thing I remember about this is I remember getting it super early, like way before I was supposed to, and I remember how many of you guys asked me to, like, if I would send it to you, or if I could get you a bottle of it, or whatever, because I got this the same time I got Majesty Exotic, which it wasn't supposed to be released until September, so I had this way before I was supposed to, and so many people wanted it. And I remember when I posted a review for this, so many people wanted to know my opinions on it because it wasn't already out. So, that is all of the Nikki perfume. The next perfume I pulled out was Wonderstruck Enchanted. Now, somebody asked me to review, like, what my memory with this one was. And, funny enough, now, you guys are going to laugh at me about this one, but, and I have no idea why my mind, like, instantly goes to it when I think of this. So, my memory associated with Wonderstruck Enchanted is actually sitting in a store here called Gordman's Parking Lot, because I just went in there and was searching around to see what they had for, like, good perfume deals, and I came out to my car, and I was sitting there before I left, and was looking online at something, and I found out about this was coming out, and now, granted, this was in 2012, so this was a couple years ago, but I remember freaking out because Taylor was releasing another perfume, and as you guys know, I'm ridiculously obsessed with Taylor Swift, and I, like, freaked out that this was coming out, and I couldn't wait for it to come out, and then I ended up signing up to get my sample of it, and I remember, like, not wanting to, like, I opened my sample, but I also signed my husband up to get the same sample, and I ended up using my sample, because it was just, like, a toilet, like, a little, like, moist toilet, there we go, and I remember using mine, and being in love with it, and then I remember having to force myself not to open the one I got with my husband's name, because I wanted to have it for the collector's point. But this memory is sitting in Gordman's parking lot when it first like got announced. The next one I have is the Rio Glow. Now this one is, the reason I have a funny memory for this one is my really good friend who lives in Canada, her name is Melissa, me and her talk all the time. And me and her both are on this, like, we get on these kicks of trying to get perfumes that we're not supposed to have or aren't supposed to be available to us, and get them way before the rest of the, like, world is supposed to get them. Now, it took a really long time for us to find somebody to get this, but I ended up contacting somebody in Brazil. I spent way too much money on this, me and her both did, to get it here to the United States, like, just because, like, we wanted it, we didn't care what it smelled like, it was for the collecting point of view, we wanted to have it to finish off the rest of the J-Los. And I remember working my butt off to get this fragrance, and then I got it in, like, early, like, summer, like, it would have been, like, probably April or May when I first got this, and then I remember going to Chicago in August and seeing this at TJ Maxx. Now, granted, the one at TJ Maxx was a lot less than what I spent on it, but my box, everything on it is Brazilian or Portuguese or whatever they speak in Brazil, and the box has a ad similar to the one that she used for Sunkissed Glow, and the one that people were getting from TJ Maxx. I'm not sure about the one that's available now in Canada or the one that's currently available in the UK, but I know the one that I saw here, the front was English, and then the back just had, like, a promotional picture of the bottle. So this one is probably the one perfume I've worked the hardest to get that wasn't supposed to be released here. My next two have the same memory, but the one has a little bit different of memory. So this one is Escada's Cherry in the Air, and my memory for this one is my husband. This one just simply reminds me of my husband. Now, if you guys look at this, it has that much left in it, and that's because that's how much my husband will wear this. Like, he loves this fragrance, to the point of, like, I didn't want this to be an empty bottle, and I went and bought him a 1 ounce bottle so he could carry it around with him, and use it when he wanted to, but I need to go find another full size because he's used it so much that, like, this doesn't even, like, this is supposed to be separate from this, like, they're supposed to break apart, and it's all just kind of stuck together now, and it's got that much dented into it, and it's an amazing fragrance, but I don't wear it because I'm afraid of running out. So, next one is Britney Spears' Fantasy. Now, this one was requested from my friend Melissa, who lives in Canada. My memory for this one is the same as Cherry in the Air. It's the fact of it smells like my husband. This is what my husband wore before I got Cherry in the Air, before he fell in love with Cherry in the Air. And he still will wear this from time to time. But the funny thing about this particular bottle and why I picked this one is this is my 3.4 ounce with the crystals around the neck. Now, the funny story I have with this one is when we went to Chicago this past year, I went to a fragrance store in whatever mall we were at. I don't even remember where we were, but we went in this mall, and I went into this fragrance store, and they had a 3.4 ounce bottle of Believe, but it had like the slit down the side of the box, so like the box open special, and I had to get it just because I'd been wanting a 3.4 ounce of Believe for a while, and I wasn't going to buy it unless I could get the one with the cut down the side, because I didn't need to get, like, I wanted that size, like I wanted that box, and I didn't want a smaller size or anything. I wanted the 3.4 ounce because I didn't need more than what I already had. So I found it there, and then I was walking, like, they had a sign in the store that said that they had the guaranteed lowest prices in the mall. Well, we were walking around, and I went to another store in the mall, and they didn't have the cut on the side of the box, which doesn't really change its value, but the store had Believe for a great deal less than what I paid for it. Not like a huge significant deal, but enough that I went back to the store and told them that I wanted money back or another deal or get me another perfume or whatever, and the lady kept telling me no because all sales were final, which just pissed me off even more. And she ended up calling, like, the shop owner, because it was like a locally owned shop in the mall, and I ended up getting on the phone with the store owner, and he went on the website of the other perfume store and noticed that it was even cheaper than what I paid for, and he ended up making the girl in the store find a better deal for me. And granted, what I wanted was Live Platinum, but she wasn't willing to go, like, discount that one as much. So I ended up getting this, and this was their tester bottle for Fantasy, and I saw that it had the neck crystals, and I was so pissed off with the lady that, like, because she was really on this, like, I don't care what my shop owner says, all sales are final, I'm not going to give you anything. And I ended up pissing her off because, like, some lady came in there and was looking at this fragrance, and they had it overly priced. Like, the store overpriced it from what the cost was, and they actually were pricing it at the cost of a gift set. And granted, like, when it comes to celebrity perfumes, the gift sets are never really much more than the actual perfume is. But with the perfume that this lady was looking at was a Lancôme fragrance, and Lancôme, their gift sets actually cost a little bit more. And I told the lady, go to Macy's, which is just over there, pick up the gift set, because you can get the lotion and the shower gel and an even bigger size bottle than what you're going to pay for here for just the bottle. And you can use the lotions and the shower gel to make your fragrance last longer. And she did. She left the store and went to Macy's and bought it. But the lady at the store was so pissed off at me because I just lost her business. And it was because she was ignoring me. Like, she didn't want to help me anymore and was just kind of walking away from me instead of helping me with customer service and getting me to a resolution. And that's when she finally gave me this and she told me to basically get the hell out of her store. So, my next one that I wanted to bring up a memory of was Selena Gomez's original perfume. So, this one was requested from my friend Elise, who lives in Australia, the other person I talk to a lot. And I wanted to show you guys, and I don't know if you guys can actually see this or not, but look how much is left in this bottle. Like, there's not really a whole lot left. Now, this is probably the one bottle in my collection that I personally have emptied close to. Like, I mean, it's probably got 10 sprays left. And this is only the 1 ounce bottle. But my memory with this fragrance is, there's a local store here called Kohl's, and we have 2 of them now, but originally we only had the one in the one side store, and then like a new one opened up on the side of town that I was living at the time, and they sent out all these newsletters to like people that was like, look, we have a grand opening, and here's 10, like it was like a little $10 card that was just $10 free to go spend in the store however you wanted to. Well, at the time I was living in an apartment complex, and like you had to go to a special room to get all your mail, and they had this big like recycling tote thing that you could just kind of throw your junk mail in. And the point of it was, A, you were recycling, but B, if there was a coupon going out or whatever and you didn't necessarily want it, you could throw it in this box and you could give it to somebody else who lived in the apartment complex or whatever. I went through this box and grabbed so many of the little coupons that they had because there was 10 free bucks to Kohl's. Well, I deliberately waited till the last day that they were running the sale, and I went in there and I spoke to the manager, and he let me combine them. And now normally you weren't supposed to do that, but he let me do it anyway just because he was being nice or whatever. So I ended up getting this for actually free. Like, I combined enough of the coupons to get it marked down, and I actually had to find like a candy bar or something so that I could use the last coupon to make it. And I actually ended up getting Justin Bieber Someday at the same time. But that was my like memory of this, is I got this for free. And then like I loved this fragrance and I fell in love with it and I sprayed it on me all the freaking time. And then I stopped wearing it because I didn't want to get sick of it. And I still wear it from time to time. It's just I don't want to get sick of this fragrance, so I don't wear it as much. My next one, I promise I'm almost done with these, we're getting there, is Taylor Swift's Made of Starlight. And I picked this particular bottle out of all of them because this is my 3.4 ounce bottle. And my memory for this one was, there's a store called Yonkers, there's a department store, and I was in there one day, and it was in a mall like 20 miles south from us, and we were in there and like looking around, and me and my husband saw this, but it was just like in like a jewelry box or like a little gift set box, and I thought that it was like, when I first saw it, because I just saw the Taylor by Taylor Swift, is all I really caught. And when I first saw it, I just like, oh cool, that's like the gift set box for like 2 years, like the last 2 years they've done one for like a velvet one for Wonderstruck and a velvet one for Wonderstruck Enchanted. So I just thought that was like the velvet one for Taylor by Taylor. And then I saw it and he saw it and he told me, like, we came back and looked at it and we opened it up and we noticed, like, I opened it up to see what it did and it played music and it was sitting inside the satin thing, and I closed it, but as I closed it the bottle was sitting like this and I noticed that the top was pink and I was like, whoa. Like, I looked at my husband, started freaking out. I'm like, the top's different. He goes, what do you mean? So I pulled it out and I saw that the top was different, and then like he's holding this slip cover because like there's a little slip cover that goes over the box, and he goes, yeah, it says it's a new fragrance too. So I instantly freaked out and like had a massive heart attack and was like, oh dear Jesus Christ, and had to get it. And that's what this one is. My last three is Snooki Love. I wanted to bring up because this one I got as a gift from my friend Donna for my birthday, and my memory with this one is simply that. It was like, this was an awesome gift that she gave me, and it's an amazing fragrance. I highly recommend going to pick this up. I did do a review of this. If you want to see that, go look through my history and you can find it. I just did it like 1 or 2 videos ago. So, second to last one. So this one is obviously Killer Queen by Katy Perry. My memory for this one is 2 years ago or 3 years ago. 2 years ago when we went to Chicago. We were driving there, and I was looking on the Macy's website, and I saw this on their website, but it was for a pre-order. And I went in there, and I don't know what, like, I think I just went in there because it was Macy's, and I wanted to go into a Macy's because I had never been in a Macy's, and blah, blah, blah. But this actually, like, they had it in the store, and I freaked out, picked it up because it wasn't supposed to be available yet, and I wanted a stand for it, so I went back the next day, and all of the perfume was gone, like, and I thought they sold out, and the lady's like, no, we weren't supposed to, like, have it out yet because it was on a pre-order. We weren't supposed to start selling it yet. And I don't know how I got this early, but I was able to get it early, and fun fact, this was actually my very first video I ever did over a year ago. The last one I have is Marc Jacobs Dot. So this one has kind of a stupid memory. I mean, it's just like a really weird memory, and this one was actually requested, but I don't remember by who. And this one, we went to Texas a couple years ago, and this was a fragrance I took with me to Texas, and I wore it the whole entire time we were in Texas, and then we were coming out of the hotel, and I had my perfumes in a bag, and like the bag fell off the like cart, and it didn't hurt the perfume any, but one of the little like butterflies on the side of the bottle fell off, like broke off of the bottle, and I freaked out because my bottle was broken and blah 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 blah, and ended up returning it and getting a new one because the lady at the store was super nice and let me return it. So that's that. Now, only thing that was my like perfume memories. Blah blah blah. Okay, so now on to what I call my what I got for Christmas / January perfume talk. This one isn't, like I said, so much a perfume talk. It's just kind of a what I got for Christmas / what I got myself for Christmas / cool deals I found the day after and stuff like that. So what I got for Christmas perfume-wise, I got some other stuff, but I figured the perfume-wise is what you guys wanted to hear. And I actually got all 3 of the 1 ounce bottles of Drew Barrymore's flower brand flower brand of, like, she has her own brand of cosmetics called Flower. And she just released 3 perfumes into it, and they're called Sultry, Cherished, and Radiant. I will tell you guys that these 2, I'm not a huge fan of. I thought I was really going to be a fan of the purple one, but I'm not a huge fan of them, mainly because they're both really, really heavy. I'm liking Cherished, because Cherished is kind of that sweet vanilla scent. If you guys do want me to review them, I will try to review them. It's just, I really have a hard time reviewing something I don't like, and you guys know that too. So, that's what I got for Christmas. Now, day after deals / what's happened in my life recently. So, the day after, the only things I got perfume-wise for the day after was this, which is the 50 ml Onika. I'm just rambling. But anyway, I picked this up because it was half off, and I ended up using a coupon because I bought 2 of them at the same time and got a coupon to get them even cheaper. But I just wanted this simply for the lotion, and why not just have a 50 ml to do whatever I want with. I don't know if I'll keep it because I'm not a huge fan of it. The other thing I got was the One Direction You and I gift set. This is the 3.4 ounce gift set, and I'm trying not to drop things, and that's why I'm holding this. Okay. So I got this, which only reason I bought this was for the lotions and the shower gels, and that's the same thing with the R Moment one. That's why I bought the R Moment one. Got them both half off when I bought them. And the only one I'm missing is the That Moment gift set, which the only one I've ever seen that comes on a gift set like that is in the UK, and it's a 50 ml gift set. I really freaking want it, but I don't live in the UK. So, something tells me I'm going to just have to go to the UK sometime and just bring an extra bag of carry-on to bring all this perfume back. So, other things I wanted to tell you guys about is, grab all this. This is the one thing I wanted to bring up to you guys, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. But some of you who talk to me on a somewhat regular basis, and you might have seen my Twitter post about this a while back, but I am officially, as of the end of November, beginning of December, a Scentsy consultant. Now, if you don't know what Scentsy is a company. They started off by just selling wax and wax warmers, and they have launched, within the last few years, a layers line, which is for like your washer, your dryer, stuff like that. There's also bath stuff and like hand creams and hand soaps and so much. But the majority of what Scentsy is wax melts and warmers. So I got obviously a lot of my stuff. Like this is the Eskimo Kiss Scentsy brick, which is no longer, I believe, available. But I bought, like, I got this just because I wanted to show it at parties when I do, like, parties. But the normal size bricks are these. And they come like this. And this one is called Cinnamon Bear. There's, like, this one's called Shimmer, Sweet Pea and Vanilla, and then this is Ambrosia. There's so many different scents through Scentsy. There's, I believe currently in just our fall and winter set that we're currently selling, there's 97 scents. There's always more, because I just have 97 scents in little testers. I also know there's more because, like, the Ambrosia is the scent of the month for September. Every single month there's a new scent. Every single month it's different. And there's also a new warmer every single month, and so much to it. But this is my newest kind of thing, and I know a lot about this stuff. So if there's anything you guys ever want to know, please do not hesitate to follow me on Twitter or Instagram or wherever and ask me questions about this stuff. Because I do sell it. I have my own website. It's wicklessbooth.scentsy.us. The link to that will be in the description below. Scentsy does ship. Like, I don't ship any of this directly out of my house. The only time I directly ship it or give it out is if you have a home party and I host it and I come to your house or you come to my house and we sit down, we talk about it all, you place your orders, I personally place the orders, and then they'll get shipped to me and then I disperse them. But if you go on my website and you order this, they will ship it directly to you. And the cool thing is they ship to America, they ship to Canada, they ship to the UK, they ship to Australia. These people ship everywhere, and there's so much to it, and I'm in love with this product more than just because I sell it. Like, just a quick little fun thing about this is your average candle through Yankee Candle, like if you were to go to Yankee Candle, which is a very popular brand here in America, it's gonna cost you about $15 for a 10-ounce candle. That 10-ounce candle's estimated burn time is 30 to 50 hours. This one brick is estimated at 50 to 70 hour burn times. This is a $5 brick. You could get 3 bricks for $15. Now you just, essentially, if you're going by the lowest point, you just tripled your burn time, and you're gonna love these fragrances. And they say they only last, like, each one of these only lasts about 20 hours. They last a lot longer than that. I've talked to people who have ordered through me who say they've had the same brick since 2007. So these are ridiculous. Like, I love this product. Something that if you guys are looking into and you're thinking of blind buying, ask me what the scents are and I can tell you a little bit more about them. But it is definitely something you will not be disappointed in. So that was kind of my fun little Scentsy spiel. And, like, their warmers are so many different warmers. Like, so many different warmers. In, like, January, since it's officially 2015 and now it's January, our warmer of the month is super cool. It's this little, like, glass-on-glass warmer, and, like, there's, like, a barrier that you can fill with glass beads, and, like, it comes with stuff, and it's supposed to be for, like, Valentine's Day, and it comes with, like, little heart-shaped glass beads. But it's cool because you can always interchange them with anything. I've seen people put Legos in them. I've seen people put just normal glass beads and then put stickers on the outside. I've seen so many different, like, so many cool ideas that people could do with this. And it's always interchangeable, so you could go and just kind of do whatever. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, and I don't know if you guys, would you guys like me to do like a monthly favorites thing? Because I feel like that's kind of what this is turning into right now. But if you guys want a monthly favorites thing, I can do that. Maybe with like my perfume talk. Maybe my perfume talk could be like half monthly favorites, half whatever. But I wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. So I don't really give you guys a whole lot of like my in-depth personal music knowledge, whatever. But I'm obsessed with music. Like if you guys didn't know it, I have like a music note tattoo right here. It's white. It's really kind of hard to see, but yeah, see. Like, music is my obsession. Like Taylor Swift, you guys know I'm obsessed with her. I have like quotes of hers on my arms, and I have so many CDs, and my iPod's full, my iTunes list is full. It's ridiculous. So I recently purchased this from Amazon because it was on sale, and I had a little bit of money just to kind of, like, I had Amazon gift cards I just need to kind of blow. So I found this, and this is Mary Lambert's My Heart Is on My Sleeve, or Heart on My Sleeve. Yeah, that's what it's called. And I bought this because her lead single off this was called Secrets, and loved that song. And I kind of just wanted to buy her album, and if I wasn't going to like it, it was just free money I was using through Amazon anyway. So I ended up buying this, and it came in the mail a couple days ago, and I've had this album on repeat, nonstop. I love this album. And it's an amazing first album for somebody who's coming into, and I'm pretty sure I keep blinding you guys when I do that. Amazing first album from somebody who just kind of came on the scene. If you guys don't know who Mary Lambert is, like straight off the bat, Mary Lambert is the female backup vocal in Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's Same Love. She's saying like the female part, if that makes sense. I'm just rambling, I guess. But this is the deluxe version with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 songs on it. This, like, see, I had to count it because it's not numbered on the back. But on here, she sings that there's a song called Monochromatic, which is really good. Ribcage is super good. She does a cover of Jesse's Girl, which is super cool to hear, like a female sing it. She is a lesbian. If you do not like that LGBT blah blah blah, why are you watching my videos? Because I am obviously a flaming gay boy, whatever. I hope nobody takes offense to that because I'm poking fun at myself. Nothing against other gay people. I'm love all, whatever, like, we're not gonna get into that. But she's a lesbian. I didn't buy this album because she was a lesbian. I did not buy, obviously I did not buy it because she was a lesbian. I have no issues with people other than that. That would be kind of contradictory, seeing as how I am. I'm rambling, I just need to stop. But anyway, go pick up Mary Lambert's Heart on My Sleeve. An amazing, amazing record. You will not be disappointed with this. If you are, I'm sorry, just don't take music advice from me ever again. The last thing that I had to show you guys, and this is kind of extensive too, but this was kind of fun that I wanted to show you guys. So, the day after Christmas, in America, we don't have Boxing Day like you guys do in Canada and like other countries. We don't have that here. We just have stuff that goes on sale. Like, it doesn't, we don't get the cool, like, let's make it a special day. Whatever. But stores around here do really good sales the day after Christmas. And the local department store here, Yonkers, had this amazing sale on the stuff I'm about to show you guys. Plus, if you used your store card through them, you got an extra chunk of money off, and I had a coupon. So everything I'm about to show you I got for a ridiculous amount, except for a couple things which I did not pick up from Yonkers. But I bought all of this, and I obviously did not need all this, but I decided I wanted them anyway. I bought this little thing. This is, I don't know if my light, this is a mini waffle maker. Like, see if you guys can see that. It makes Mickey Mouse shaped mini waffles. Was freaking obsessed with that because you guys know I'm obsessed. Like, Disney, Mickey Mouse, my obsession. Let's not get into it. The other thing that they had that I got was this, which it says Classic Mickey on the front in the stainless steel. And then they make Mickey Mouse waffles. Like, it's the face of Mickey Mouse. How can we not love that? And then the other thing I got, and this one was kind of just, my husband's like, oh, get that, because it was, first off, it was super cheap. Plus, like, it was just cool. So I got this Mickey Mouse mug and warmer. So the warmer, I have no idea what the hell I'm going to use this for. It literally is, like, it's cool because, like, it's got Mickey's, like, silhouette on the warmer, and then, like, the button right there is Mickey Mouse, and this lights up. But I don't, like, I drink coffee, but I don't have enough time for my coffee to get cold from the time I drink it. And that's what the point of this is supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to put your cup on here, and then it keeps your coffee hot. Honestly, I use this for milk for my Oreos because I have a very bad obsession with Oreos. Don't judge me. Anyway, so the last couple things I got were this, which is similar to the other one that I showed you that was black, but this one makes cake pops. Yay! I don't know much about cake pops. I do bake. My family tells me I'm a really good baker, but I've never made cake pops. So this could be a learning experience. I don't know how that's gonna go. I got this one, So this also has that stainless steel piece. This is classic Mickey on it. And it's a sandwich press. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but on top it's got like the silhouette of Mickey Mouse, which is super cool. But I don't know why I bought this one. Because that's why I bought the Mickey Mouse waffle maker, was to make Mickey Mouse sandwiches. I need help. It's okay. So the other thing I got from Yonkers, this was the last thing I got there, was this cool Mickey Mouse Jelly Belly Jelly Bean dispenser. And I bought this little like box of Jelly Bellies to go in it. I don't eat jelly beans. I don't know why I got this. Probably because it was cheap and it added to my deal. Like, literally this place, like, the way that the deals were working on the day I bought all this, I spent $100 on all of, like, everything I just showed you for Mickey Mouse, which the classic Mickey waffle maker was 60 bucks originally, and the mini Mickey waffle maker I showed you was 40 originally. So basically I bought those two and got everything else for free. I don't remember exact prices on everything else, but I know that those two were quite expensive, and I got everything for $100. So the more you spent, like the more you add on to your deals, the higher you got toward the next chunk. I spent like $99, but I spent $89 originally, and then I went back and spent another $7. So that was $97. And I saved $140 when I spent the $89, and then I went back and bought something else, so I saved another $25. So 140 plus 25 is $165. So I saved $165 and only spent a little less than $100. So don't judge me. I'm obsessed with Mickey Mouse and Mickey, and see, like, I have a Mickey Mouse tattoo. Like, it's an extreme obsession. Don't judge me. But Mickey Mouse Jelly Belly. Last two things I got Mickey Mouse that I have down to show you guys. I got this little itty bitty Mickey Mouse. He was a quarter. He was adorable. I had to have him. And then I also got this Mickey Mouse mug and cup thing, which I don't know what I'm going to use for. But it was $1. Like, this thing was like originally like 10 or 15 bucks. I got it for $1. And thank you day after Christmas sales, because I didn't get these from Yonkers, but I also got like a Mickey Mouse inflatable for Christmas for next year to put outside, which I don't know if he actually has a Christmas hat on. I don't know if he's just a Mickey Mouse, because if he's just a Mickey Mouse, I might blow him up and stick him out year round. Don't get me started, because it will happen. But I also got, like, my husband picked me up a Mickey Mouse stuffed animal as like a surprise. Like, it wasn't necessarily a Christmas present, but it wasn't not a Christmas present, if that makes sense. There's a pharmacy close to us that has a Mickey Mouse that's on sale right now, and I kind of want to go get him, but I kind of don't want to go get him because I have no idea where I'd put him. I'm obsessed with Mickey Mouse. I'm also kind of obsessed with, like, the weird Mickeys that nobody ever, like... My favorite Mickey is this Mickey, which is, like, the 1930s Mickey. I love, love, love this Mickey. Anything with him on it, I kind of gravitate more toward. And I also gravitate toward more things with just Mickey on it than Mickey and Minnie. I don't know why. Like, I bought like a couple cookie tins and some other crap just because it had Mickey on it. But if it has both Mickey and Minnie on it, it takes a little bit more for me to... yeah. But anyway, so now that I'm done rambling all about that. So the month of February, so you guys are prepared for this, so you guys know this. I will not be doing a perfume talk for the... excuse me. For the month of February. The month of February will actually be in, like, position of that will be my perfume updated collection video. There's, like, I was gonna do it today, but there's actually a couple perfumes I recently ordered or that are coming in the mail or whatever. Plus I want to see what comes out in January. I want, like, February is what I'm setting as, like, February, sometime in February will be my updated perfume collection for everything I have, so on and so forth. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a long video. I'm sorry for making it so long. But, as always, guys, follow me on Twitter, @Perfume, Instagram, Among the Stars Perfume. If you want to know more about my Scentsy, which I talked about a little bit ago, the link is in the description below, wicklistboost.scentsy.us, or wicklistboost.scentsy.us, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Bye.